Hello everybody. Welcome to the new Deltarune age of Deltarune. Also, my avatar is broken again. God damn it. Oh god, give me 2 seconds. For once, I had my transition proper. It's just that my avatar decided to not work. Wow. Timing, am I right? Oh god. One day we'll have an intro that freaking works. Anyway, I'm back. Anyway, hello, welcome to the stream. Before we start, a few things to say. Now all the streams on the channel are on my YouTube channel as well, so you can watch back all the VODs on YouTube. It actually would help a lot. You know the gist. Not only that, but I also wanted to inform you that 2 other social medias are joining the lineup, and most notably Instagram, where I will now be posting odds, at least trying to post more regularly. Slap me on the wrist if I'm not doing it, but like, you know. Yeah, I still need to get used to it, I'm a freaking boomer. And the other one that will eventually be put on action is, despite all my best thinking, TikTok. Yeah, look, I know, yeah, guys, this is where the shorts are going now. I'm taking guys. I'm taking every opportunity to expand. But no, TikTok will not be my main thing. It will just be another way to share the shorts around. Pretty much. So, where is Newgrounds? Maybe one day. Maybe. But yeah. Let's go to the actual stream subject, shall we? So we'll hopefully get time to finish this drawing in one shot. Let's go. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen the art window, guys, am I right? Because like the last 3 streams were gaming streams, and 2 of them were with people. It's strange to be back on the classic. Anyway, today we will be drawing and talking about Deltarune, and by that I mean we will be both talking about Deltarune and drawing about Deltarune. So let's see our choices. We have Deltarune Chapter 3 and Deltarune Chapter 3 and Deltarune Chapter 4 and Deltarune Chapter 4. It's all Deltarune, guys, I'm sorry. The Delta Rot is back. It's in 2 weeks and we shall not escape it. The world will be revolutionized. Anyway, still, I want to make this interesting for the votes from chat, because of course, as usual, we will be the one picking what we're doing. But I will just give you a clue as to what is behind each boxes. So namely, this box here. First of all, let's do another. I give you a little clue, a little hunch. You can hear the inside of this box bubbling. It is bubbling. This box here has sharp edges. This box here is freaking cold. Like, it's freezing, guys. It's freezing cold. And finally, this box is warm. Like, it's not burning, it's just warm. So make your vote, box 1, 2, 3, or 4. One vote for box 1. I don't see any other votes. Will 9 the Luke be our only beloved tier 1 follower to have the right to vote? It seems, maybe. Box number 1 once, box number 1 twice, box number 1 3 times, I guess. I don't know to count. I don't. Anyway, behind box number 1 we had Vapor Buster, aka the freaking water cooler fight. Box number 2 was Sword. Oh hey, I got... Thank you for the bits! Thank you for the bits! Your bits are appreciated. Thank you so much. We're getting bits richer. We're having an all-star 9 here. Behind box number 3 we had C, aka Carol Holiday, and behind box number 4 we had some wolf, which was Fireplace with Garrison. Anyway, let's go to the point, shall we? I'm removing... Fair. See you. So anyway, now that we have our actual choice, let's go drawing the water cooler fight. I didn't think I would draw the water cooler fight, I'll be honest with you today, but yeah. Let's just expect that placed on the poll. Let me find the elements. I want the Mafia, Chris. The Mafia outfits on the fun game is awesome. And I want the room. There we go. So now let's actually chat about Deltarune. So yeah, let's go to the chase. Fucking chapter 5 is real. Chapter 5 is real and it will hurt you. Oh, wait. Hype train? What the? A hype train? Oh hey! And Alpha and the Rebel Omega is subscribed with Prime. What is going on? Everything is becoming... There is a hype train. Oh god. Oh no, we're out. This is... Wow. A lot of stuff is happening. Oh god. We're losing control. The hype train is on the roll. It's Deltarune. I told you, Deltarune is making everything real. And Puglord subscribed with Prime. Welcome. Thank you so much to both Alpha and Rebel Omega and Pug. That's awesome. Welcome. Hey, welcome to the first stream for you, Pug. Well, welcome to the stream. Holy shit. We have not even started during the first line, and that's where we are. This is Deltarune today. This is water cooler as well. That's what won the vote. So we're drawing water cooler and speaking about fucking chapter 5 because that's what we're in for. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. The Deltarune magic is real. It's like a Christmas miracle, but instead of Santa Claus coming down your fireplace, it's freaking Toby Fox. Would that make Sebastian Wolf the Grinch? Huh. Matter to ponder about. My fault, exactly. I don't know what all my thoughts are, to be honest. I have no thoughts head empty. I'm just like, wow, there's so much happening. We're not ready. Anyway, before I start though rambling like every fucking thought in my brain about this goddamn trailer that happened like 2 days ago, no actually it was 3 days ago, about the world reveal to the Deltarune Chapter 5, I want to specify, please, if you don't want to be spoiled at all about the trailer, like skip to not be spoiled or whatever, any reason you don't want to be part of it, please leave. This entire stream will probably be about Deltarune Chapter 5, like, there is no escape. Like, I don't like encouraging people to leave, but like, you know, sometimes, like, yeah, there is a lot to talk about, and my brain can't contain it all. Anyway, making the water cooler. So yeah, let's start rambling. So, from what we probably know, I'm saying the obvious probably, but like, yeah, the Dark World is probably happening in the Flower King, Asgore's shop. To be honest, like, a lot of us saw it coming, I'd say. Like, there was a lot of things about Asgore in the thing, in the most recent chapters. There was a lot of things about him. There was a lot of clues. So I guess it makes complete sense. Oh, it's the cups on the side. Okay. By the way, isn't that weird that the cups are like changing size when you pick them up? Anyway. But yeah. So I don't know yet what to make of the fact that we're going to the Flower King. Like, will Asgore be the freaking final boss of the chapter? Because like, if that's the case, I don't want to imagine the damage we'll do to Chris. Oh god, Miss Gifter for the sub. Whoa! What happened? A lot of people received random freaking subs. Welcome! We don't know who gave it. Welcome! Holy shit! The stream has barely begun! What is happening today? That's so nice. That's so nice, you know? This is a freaking hype stream. That's peeved. Oh god, sorry, I don't know how to comment on the situation. Never happened before. You know, it's kind of like if you tried to open a dark fountain in your house for like 5 years, and then one day it randomly works. You know, there is a bit of magic in that. Like, it's kind of impressive. Anyway, trying to do a bit of a goofy thing with the water cooler. Also, I would like to apologize in advance for the fact that this stream is not using any Deltarune music. Also, let me check something real quick. Yeah, no, I was just scared that the chat wasn't working, because sometimes it happens very quick. Anyway, yeah. Something I want to say. Yeah, I'm trying to draw a Vapor Burster, but a bit of a jokey way. I think I will go for like the water cooler, and like there is a reflection of Mafia Chris in the water cooler. Also, I don't know yet if I want the water in the water cooler to be blue or pink or fuzzy. I guess I could go pink and give it pretty vaporwave music because like this art is made for Vapor Buster at the end of the day, so you know it kind of fit the aesthetic, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, back to Deltarune Chapter 5. Yeah, so Flower King, I don't know again. Will Asgore be the freaking final boss? Because the emotional damage on Chris will be huge, especially if the prophecy happened here. If the flower man gets trapped in asylum, you know, that would be the best way to ruin a family. I'm saying. I always was on the thinking that like Rudy would be the first to cat it. I think I targeted the wrong dad. Then again, I don't know. It's Toby Fox at the end of the day. Like, it's a Toby Fox game. We don't know what happened in Toby Fox game until it's too late. But like, holy shit, that's quite a good amount of things without me. But yeah, chat. What about you? Like, is there things? Something I want to ask chat. Is there things you are impatient about in this chapter, or would like to see, or like, you know, anything like expectations? I'm actually curious. Also, the apparently hype train is level 2, I think. That's insane. This is insane. Oh god. Like, besides, like, from what we saw that trailer, there is also some strange shit. Like, I think the thing that broke me the most on the trailer was the Photoshop flowy pattern of attack. Like, what the hell is going on? Also, on the same space, Chris is alone. Like, they're not with anyone. We don't know where Rousey and Susie are, which is worrying, because that implies either that it's a secret boss where you are alone, or like maybe it's the weird route. And if on the weird route you're fighting and you pull the Photoshop flowy, that will be creepy as shit. I think the water cooler itself is done. Mission accomplished. Open the chest. We got a chest. Wow. That's awesome. And apparently we have unlocked an emote. That's awesome. We truly did it. I'm just thinking, like, if there is an actual, like there is a high chance if there is a Photoshop flowy fight, similar. This will be from the flowers in Asgard Storm, the colorful one. Everyone knows them at this point. But like, I'm just pondering what form it will take, because Photoshop flowy was already a monstrosity. We're not ready for the horrors that await. There will be horrors beyond our comprehension, guys. I don't think you realize how fucking terrifying this chapter is about me. I've seen a few people say this will probably be the last chill chapter, because like next, you know, it's chapter 6 and 7, and also like Toby, I'm pretty sure in the newsletter said it should be like kind of the last one on that, but like, you know, Tricky Toby said chapter 3 won't have much story-wise, and then the Roaring Night happens. I'm sharing. Sorry, I'm sending an emote in the chat, because the thing is, Jamie, you have to share. You have to share the hype train things you got. I need to find stuff to add to the side of the water cooler. Maybe the zappers, but I don't know. Like, it depends if we have time. Am I doing a freaking... Yeah, is that a JoJo reference? No. I don't think I can catch it. But yeah, also, again, sorry I can't play any Deltarune music on stream. I would have loved to play the actual Vapor Buster or even any chill Deltarune music. Just got a sub recently. Yeah, hello Vivek. Yeah, someone offered subs here for some reason. So an anonymous comrade offered a subscription to of level 1 to like 5 people and you were in the role somehow. And that's kind of peak, not gonna lie. I don't know how to thank that mysterious benefactor, but you have all my gratitude. Oh god. Shit, what was I saying again? Fuck. Oh yeah, I can't play anything because materia would destroy me if I did. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there's a problem. You that's kind of, even if Sebastian Wolf is not the one on top anymore, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I wouldn't still not mess with materia. You know, there is some forces you from the beyond you don't want to freak around. Materia single-handedly causing the roaring. I know. I will say though, there is a subject I really want to talk about with you, chat, and that's something that I think is like important to say. I don't think most people realize the incredible experience we're having with Deltarune right now. Like, not just the game itself, but like the whole thing around it. The fact that we are playing this game that is not complete yet, that is released part by part, and that the dev is using that to actually give us like a story, an experience that like will never be available again, if we're honest. Like, yeah, Deltarune will be an incredible game once it's finished, you know, like anyone can be able to play, will be able to play, like, but then like they will kind of miss all the things that were the build-up, you know. They will have missed, for example, the Spamton sweepstakes. They will have missed like the merch, that teased stuff, like I remember the Noel badge. It was like, well, they've done this before chapter 2 happened, which like kind of foreshadowed the weird route. Like, it's insane to think some people might discover Deltarune without all those elements, where for us they're so pedestrian, you know. Like when you mention Deltarune to someone else who's here, like you can ramble about the Spamton sweepstakes, like, yeah, there was all those clues in the sweepstakes. There was freaking friend. There was friend inside me. Like all the theories around it. That's why Mike is like this a lot. That's you know, that's an experience in itself. Like that's a ride, and like that would be so weird to not have any of that, you know. Like really, generally, it's so polarized, it's so mesmerizing in a sense. Like, I think my best example of that is Deltarune Chapter 3. Cause like, in Chapter 3, you have the whole shtick with Eram and the sword route, you know, with the game in the back. And you have to realize... Oh yeah, the Evil Ass Chapter 3 boss. But like, you have to realize one thing. That boss, that whole section is supposed to be the intended way to discover about the weird route. It's supposed to be the way to discover the route. It's the one that pretty much teases you everything you need to know to do the weird route. But we did it because it was here in the previous chapter, was available before, and just we discovered it by exploring in the code and shit. Like, this is unique. I don't think I've seen any game pull that shit before. Like, for a player will play Deltarune the intended way, fully played like as a release game. They will probably discover it like through chapter 3, But like for us, we just were here long enough to know, you know? That's so weird. That's so strange. And again, I think that's a feeling the game will never be able to really replicate, you know? Like, that's kind of thing, that's kind of beauty of the thing. It's temporary, like, it's building all day on because Deltarune is not complete, but once complete, like, this experience is pretty much lost to memory. In a sense, it already kind of is. Like, we already have fond memories of those times before Chapter 3 and 4 came out, and we're like, wow, but what about Mike and Tina? Now we have the answers, but in a sense, the mystery is just as mesmerizing as what we actually get. Like, really not to bash on what the game did, because it was fantastic, but like, in a sense, the mystery itself is like, you know, a pleasure. That's really something I think goes under the radar a lot, but like, genuinely, I think we should cherish this experience we're having, you know? Also, can't wait for Toby to find new freaking ways to hide his egg. Like, let me guess, but like most of the development time was like 25% of development time was used to make the actual chapter, and 75% to find a cool place to hide the egg. My guy is playing Easter, the Easter egg hunt. He made a whole ass game just to hide his eggs. That's what I'm saying. Where are the eggs? The Easter bunny will never find them. Anyway, I should find references because I don't know exactly what to vaporwave. I have found cool vaporwave. Yeah, hello, welcome back, Bulbasaur. Like, while you are gone, saws a fellow that is anonymous, completely anonymous, gave level 1 tier sub to 5 people. Congrats, you are on the list. Don't know we did that. He had a hype train. We had Saturn subscription. This is like raw. Like the stream started on like a freaking on like it started running, my guy. Took a sip. It's like indeed. Anyway, proceeding with what the vote led to drawing watercolor. And for the first time in my life, I'm drawing a freaking vaporwave background. And I explode. And also, I was rambling about like overall chapter 5 that is coming, but also mostly about like the experience, you know, like the travel we are having, and that like is unique. kind of rambling back for Bulbous here, but like, yeah, what we're living right now with Deltarune. The music is a little loud, by the way. Oh, is it? Gonna reduce the volume a bit. Hopefully it's better. Thank you for the word. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, we are having like such a unique experience because the game is incomplete and the dev is playing with that, and like there is, I don't think any other game really do that. That's probably that's generally the first time, and that's impressive in itself. The ride will be probably just as interesting as the destination, what I'm saying. Time to fill the background. I could... I need to do a mix of like a regular black purplish vaporwave background, I guess, and the green. I kind of want to still have the green room aesthetic in the back, but still keep a bit of a vaporwave feel. How do you have Stanley Parable quote? Something between being about the journey to the destination, and that being kind of a story in and of itself. I hope that's where we are right now. That's definitely where the frick we are right now. Huh. I don't know why my palette was changed, and now it's those tools. I don't know what happened. Let me have my palette back. Let me have my tools. What is going on, you fiend? There we go, that's how you do it. Ah, and this is this one I use. Okay, I found out to do it. I don't know, I never change my tool back. Nope. There we go. Those are my classic tools. There we go, we are back on track. We found the plot again, guys. Oh god, anyway. But yeah, what I meant by that is that, like, we are playing Deltarune as this incomplete masterpiece that we're all impatient for. Like, we generally want to see what shall be next for the fun gang, and the plot, and our favorite darkness. But, like, we don't know, and we fear. And, like, and we are... And we're, like, here for all the side things to be setting to tease things, like sweepstakes. Or the St. Valentine mails. Like, we are experiencing all that. But like, you have to realize that one day Deltarune will be a complete game. And people in the future will play probably this game, like to rediscover it, and we're like, yeah, that's funny, like the those things that are happening. And it'll be like, we tease those who are prophets back in our days. And there is things like, we are discovering post-humans, like the example I took was the ERAM boss fights, and overall the section with ERAM, the sword routes, where, like, you know, it's this wall section that is creepy as shit and that teaches you to break a game. But for a normal person, that should be how you discover about the weird route. But that was not the case for us because the game, the chapter 3 is not out yet, and the weird route starts in chapter 2. It's just that we discovered it because we are curious and search for it, you know? Like, this is quite unique, because for us, it was the the sword route reminds us of the weird route, but for a player in the future, that will be that the sword route is meant to direct them to the weird route if they want to do it. Like it's to teach them how to do it pretty much. Like this is weird to think about. Things are going in the other direction, you know? Our time perspective is shifted. Alright, let's go back to the sun. Or the moon, I don't know which one it is. I'm pretty sure beside the moon and the clouds are turning on the boss. Also, I hope everyone is ready to see Asgore maybe die or be trapped or something bad will happen to Asgore. Really, Toby seemed to have a problem with Asgore. Every time something bad happened to that guy. No matter the timeline, Asgore is unlucky as shit. I mean, Asgore is cool. We have to hope something good will happen to him, that he will not, you know, freaking die. Which is possible, sadly. Again, he will either die, be trapped in the flower shop, or he will maybe, and that's a harsh maybe, escape what the prophecy told for him. Yeah, an anonymous gifter gave a tier 1 sub to like 5 random people. I have no clue what happened, 9. Still, your own contribution is more than welcome. Okay, also one thing I'd like to address, something I considered at one point, but I don't think I will apply, is... Also, I can do some... Oh yeah, you can do color thing. Because you use tickets. Remember, we have the Vale tickets in the chat. I mean, you can choose to keep them. By the way, the bits offer different rewards from the tickets. You know, to encourage some behaviors. You have this. Yes, because you're tier 1, you now have access to new emotes. Congrats! The Noonfish. Shit, what was I saying? Yeah, there is a chance that we might be able to save Asgore from what the prophecy has prepared for him. In the same way we defended Tana, potentially, from a tragic end. I suppose it will depend on our actions. Because the more it goes, and the more the fact that our choice don't matter seem to actually be a big fat source of lies. A belief that we must challenge rather than like something we must take for granted. That's actually something I feel like a lot of people don't agree with, or like are wrong about in general. Like, I still see a lot of people being like, yeah, but like our choices don't matter at all. And I'd love to believe them, but like, you know, we had more now than one time where our choice actually did something. Like, chapter 3 and 4 literally, our choices led to the survival of 2 guys. Same for chapter 2 where our actions led to the death of a guy, potentially. And on the mental death of someone else. Unlocking the fish. You're just unlocking fish. Again and again. There's a plot here. Not just that, but also Jackenstein. Jackenstein can freaking can it too. But I feel a lot of people just take what... I don't like to say that the author is lying, because that's usually used to just discredit the author and forced fanfic upon the story. But like, I feel here that the your choice don't matter belief here is objectively made to be disputed. You know? Like, it was... The character who said that line originally in the game. Aside from the person in the void. That I don't know if we can trust anymore. It's Susie. And Susie at her worst moment on top of that, you know? There is a moment where you have to ponder. Who said that, you know? I think that's the other thing that people tend to forget, is when the line is said, who said the line? Because, like, if the butcher is telling me to not eat meat because meat is bad and kill animals, if it's coming from the butcher, you know, it's you won't... Why would you trust that guy? Yes, Azrael. We're not bringing Azrael Pile of Dust into this. I am not talking about Azrael Pile of Dust on freaking stream. This is a theory that exists. It's the most positive thing I can say. Nope, doesn't work. Wait, is Susie actually the only source of that claim? I thought there was more to it, or people talked about it. I'm pretty sure the line, "we don't have any choice in this world," is only said by the man in the intro of Deltarune. Also, welcome, Golly. Yeah, but like, it's only said by... Yeah, we're going Vaporwave. But yeah, like, only 2 characters said. The person in the survey program, and then Susie at the beginning of the game. Those are the only 2 times, I'm pretty sure, where the line, "your choices don't matter," are applied. And then, like, it's more so cases of, you see characters with choices have actually not really worked. Like, for example, Spamton, who is a puppet on strings, you know? Like, those are the only 2 times I'm pretty sure where the line, your choices don't matter. And also, I guess, on the Deltarune description pages. But even the voice here doesn't seem to be sure anymore. But yeah, aside from those 2 times, no one else said your choices don't matter for how much it is brought up. There is a last character who has something close to it, and that's Sham. Like, Sham often said that all actions are futile. Like, I have the line in front of me, it says, you two will begin to realize the futility of your actions. Which is technically a variation of your choices don't matter. But, you know, every time it comes from someone with a jaded view on the picture, and one time it comes from a creature that seems to be somewhat omniscient, but doesn't seem to have your best interest in mind. And I guess also there is technically the why Chris is the one I choose all the time at chapter 2, where there is the crossroad and Susie is the one to pick where we are going. Yeah. Like, no, don't get me wrong, the survey program voice is a character, but like, just a way to say, most of the time, when we hear the line that our choices don't matter, it comes from someone that is openly, most of the time, against us. So, like, what are we to say that this, you know, it's like, to me, it's like thinking that Floy is right for saying in this world it's kill or don't kill, it's kill or be killed, you know? Pretty much. That's the same type of shtick. It's a sentence that is thrown at you as a premise of the game, but that is not made to be followed, but challenged. And I feel a lot of people just kind of embrace a bit too easily what is said. Heck, now we have a character who tells us our choices do matter, and it's the coolest old man on the planet. I'm just saying, Gerson Boom didn't hear no bells. Also, oh wow, I wonder who the voice in the survey program is. Yeah, it's Gaster. It's probably fucking Gaster. I am a Gaster believer. We're going to find that mystery mine. Even register bells. His for whom the bell tolls. Also, just in case people think I'm going to do it, I don't know if I should play Deltarune Chapter 5 on stream. I have a few reasons for that. My reasons being that, one, Deltarune is a game that tends to be spoiled at the speed of light, so I want to play it on day 1. So if I have to wait for a stream, it will be a bit of a problem, and people will probably spoil me in the chat too. The second problem is that means I will be just playing Chapter 5 with the chat. I'm not playing the entire, and I don't know if like that ruined the experience or not. Like, I don't know if it's okay, like, you know, to just play the chapter that just came out without playing the rest in front of the people, you know? It's a bit complicated. And like I need to generally I can't really delay on playing the Deltarune Chapter 5 because people tend to commission me. Don't forget, you can commission me at any time. I am always welcome for commission. But the problem is, yeah, people commission me a lot for Toby Fox games, and that include of course Deltarune. And if I don't play the game in like less than 1 week, I'm getting spoiled. I'm pretty much getting spoiled. Again, asking Chad though, I want to know, what do you expect or want or like think would happen in Deltarune Chapter 5? I want to hear your theories. I want to hear your crazy ass theories. Send your crackpot theories. It's the time. It's the moment. The scene is yours. We'll never know. Oh. Night identity reveal. People said Chapter 4 would be the case, but it was way too early. Chapter 5 will attention, especially with turn out to be Carol. I think it makes sense. Again, I'm more so of a believer of Death Knight right now. I mean, at this point, you know, I'm just saying it's probably one of the holidays. I can't wait for I can't wait for what actually happened. Is that like we all thought it would be Death or Carol or heck even Rudy, but actually it's Noelle and she's sleepwalking. I swear. If it's freaking Noelle holiday with the night, I'm going to flip all the biscuits. Like, all of them. Every single one. On the most basic level, I think it'll start relatively chill and then turn bad dramatically. More complexly, I know Susie's hair was down in one of the trailer battles. Also, something happened there. I think we're getting the roaring as a cliffhanger at the end of the chapter. Stubby's one last fun adventure news though has me uneasy. To be fair, strange things happen while sleepwalking. Also, we've completely discounted Woody. What if it's Sim? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, to go back, yeah, I kind of talked about that earlier, Pug. Like, a bit earlier, I mentioned that the newsletter said it would be the last year adventure. I somehow have trouble to believe that because, one, it's happening at the Flowers King. You know, Asgore shop. We know Asgore has a freaking black shard in his hands. Like, it's Asgore. Most of what happened to him is end up in tragedy. You know, the king getting the flower man trapped in asylum, and also the freaking Photoshop flowy pattern of attack while Chris is alone. Like, fun adventure. I have my doubts somehow. Chapter 5, Divorce Darkworld, fun and adventure in the story. Yeah, like, this guy is all about divorce. That's fun as shit. I would like to apologize. Divorce is not a funny thing. I made a continuous and severe lapse in my judgment. Ooh. Huh. The more you know. Anyway, I'm going to make the watercolor pink because that would be funny as shit. If Floy shows up in some form, I'm freaking. I will not be okay. Good, chapter 5 just turned into Inviatime from Conspire. Pushing up for Floy, staying for Libasgore. I don't know if it probably won't be literally Flowey, but we'll definitely have like 100% a character that is essentially reusing all the motifs we know from Flowey. Like if we have seen the Photoshop Flowey knife attack, there has to be something. Like we literally have the colored flowers in the flower shop. Some signs, you know, like, stuff is sus here. We have to realize the reckoning is the freaking roaring is upon us. Also, technically, earlier I don't know if it was Pug or Golly who said that. I think it was Pug. Yep, it was Pug who said the roaring would be happening. To be honest, the roaring kind of started last chapter. Chapter 4, we almost pretty much saw a glimpse of the roaring. Like, we literally saw a titan rise from the earth and freaking birthing spawns. We are not escaping the roaring. We are going to see the paradise of the angel. I don't think Kara will be involved in the sense that, you know, Chris is kind of already the equivalent of Kara and Frisk in this universe, you know, that... Again, that's the other thing I think a lot of people are kind of missing the point about. There's a trap one theory I can think about fell in. Deltarune is not Undertale. Like, stuff happened differently here. Like, we have to consider the fact that Deltarune is a brand new story. It reuses elements from Undertale, for sure, but it's, at the end of the day, it's still trying to do its own thing. Like, for example, that's why I think Asgore being the knight, or Papyrus being the knight when those two are popular, that's why I disagree with both of those very strongly. That's because it will be putting, you know, spotlights again too much on characters that were in Undertale. Asgore, though, I would kind of forgive because Asgore admittedly didn't have a lot in Undertale. Like, yeah, he was pretty much the root cause, or one of the root cause of the Man and Human War and the fact that the monster wanted to pick up sources. Yeah, it's him. But like Asgore himself, admittedly, we didn't have much time with him. Yeah. I already named the theory earlier, Mr. Bulbous. I won't mention it again. Well, I will say, yeah, a lot of people point on Asgore and say, ooh, we'll learn so much about Asgore. I agree with that, but I agree we'll also learn probably just as much about Mayor Holiday. Like, this will be the moment to tell us a bit more about her. What is she plotting, you know? Also, the other possibility I have is that Asgore will be trapped in Asylum not because he is, like, trapped in the Dark World, but he will be dragged in the bunker. Because, remember, the bunker has a police badge. And I know Undyne just been kidnapped and technically she's police, but, like, you know, Asgore is a boss monster. At the very least, we'll finally know why Asgore was fired from the police force. And probably that it was involved as. Like, that's what a lot of people suppose. That, like... Oh, hey! That's a new one! We haven't heard that music before on stream. Kamek. But yeah, we haven't like gotten any like closer to know why he get fired. But most people think it's because he was involved in the death incident, or at least that the responsibility was on him. Yeah, that's also what I tend to think, though. Yeah, like the thing is, yeah, when you say trapped in asylum, it really sounds like he's the one making his own prison. Maybe that's what will happen, actually. Maybe the Dark World in his flower shop will be opened by him. To be honest, my guy has a black shard. He's bound to use it at a point. You know, it's the principle of the Chekhov's gun. If you set up a gun, you need to eventually shoot it. I have a personal theory on what will happen. Asgore will try to get Toriel to come to his shop to talk about something, like maybe he can protect about Asriel coming back or something like that. And that's why he wants to talk. But his plan is actually to use this shot to open a dark world in his flower shop and show a wonderful world of wonder to Toriel. But actually, that was the plan of Carol and the Knight to get both Asgore and Toriel. Because remember, the Knight need Toriel. That for sure we know. Like, it literally tried, the Knight literally tried to kidnap Toriel in front of us. That fucker tried. They want that Toriel so bad. Yeah, anything shop will do. But the advent, I have an argument to say why you would use the Black Shard. Remember, a Dark World is made by the intention of the person who uses it. I wonder, considering he would be using the Black Shard, because it's a piece of like the weapon of the Knight, would that be using the will of the Knight to make the fountain in his shop? You know? Because right now, by the way, we don't know why whenever the Knight open a fountain and Chris open a fountain, it's so similar, you know? No, you can't, because we have seen what happened when you try to open a Dark World in a Dark World. It just creates a freaking Titan. Well, I don't know what happened if you try to open a Dark World inside a Titan. Do you just birth a Titan inside a Titan? What kind of body horror is that? What the... I mean, the thing is, a Black Shard or a Shadow Crystal, depending, our powers are pure raw determination power. That we know they're made of raw determination. So if he were to stab the ground with a Black Shard, I'm pretty sure his will be outright overwritten by the freaking piece of determination he's using to stab the ground, you know? By the way, now is your friendly reminder that the Knight has a sword made of pure-ass determination. Remember, again, I don't like to use Undertale too much, but like in Undertale, the determination of one could overwrite the determination of someone else. Like, you know, Flowey had all the determination to control the world until you arrived and proved to have more determination than him. So in the same way, maybe using the Black Shard to open a dark fountain overwrite your determination by using rather the determination of the person who's it belonged to, the Black Shard, in that case the Knight. Like, this is scary as shit when you think about it. But yeah, again, to go back to what I was thinking, yeah, Asgore will be baiting Toriel inside the flower shop to, like, he will say, it's Azrael is like coming back soon, so we need to talk about that, you know. And Toriel will come, and he will open the dark world in his flower shop and like be like, look at this world of wonder I made for you. I mean, I would not be surprised if he had a freaking black trident this time. I would not be shocked if he had a freaking black trident this time. If we were to fight him, of course. Like, there is no guarantee we fight him. It is very possible, don't get me wrong. But there is no guarantee we fight him. But, like, yeah. Because the problem is, I don't see why he would fight Chris. Like, yeah, Toriel care admittedly a lot about Toriel. He just cares as much about Azrael and Chris. He has no reason to wish any ill things to them, you know? The only option is that I see we would be like, I'm doing this for your own good, which was kind of, which would reflect Toriel in Undertale, but like, you know. Maybe he's not in control. That's another possibility. Maybe he will be vined or something, like something controlling them directly physically. The fact is, something bad will... What if Asgore somehow finds out what's up with Chris? He would be the first, and I feel like that would be a strange character to discover it after, like... To me, the two characters who have the most chance to know what the fuck is going on with Chris are Susie and Noelle. Not counting Ralsei, because my guys seem to be actually definitely aware of what is going on. Speaking of, another thing that would be really nice in this chapter, if we add it, I don't know if we will have it, is some kind of mentor figure for Ralsei. I guess Gerson technically was already a bit of a mentor figure to Ralsei for a bit. Like, he admittedly kind of had the tea thing going with Ralsei. But, like, I wonder what we will do. Like we need something for Goat Boy because my guy is, like, losing it and I'm sad for him. And Carol. It's hard to, it's like anything with Carol right now, it's hard to say, because Carol, like, has so little screen time, and she's on the fucking phone. By the way, the parallels of Carol being on the phone to talk to Chris and the mysterious figure talking to Spamton through the phones, like the mysterious parallels there, are insane. Maybe we'll finally get to see a Carol dog form. That would be awesome, like Carol's an ice queen, which should probably be. Should probably be a freaking ice queen, let's be honest with ourselves. Imagine she casts freaking Snowgrave. Imagine you have a boss fight against Carol Holiday, and she casts Snowgrave. We're going to get freaking blasted by Carol Holiday. I think the music playlist just... Yep, hit checkpoint. Yeah, pretty much. Watch what happens when I cast a spell I know. She will use Snowgrave, but unlike Noelle, this will be on purpose and directed to your face. You will not survive. Ye will die. Carol casting Snow would give us reason, so we know what that spell exists. Yes, that would be like, that would be again in the same way Iram was like foreshadowing for the weird route posthumously. It would be insane if like we had a late boss fight against Carol and she cast Snowgrave, and that's how you're supposed to learn the instance of freaking Snowgrave. Wait, guys, what tension? What if Carol used the spell on Susie? Fucking, that would be insane. If you don't mind, I'm keeping some infos on the side. But it would be insane if she somehow has the power to cast Snowgrave. We're not safe from Carol Holiday. I'm just saying, she will murk you. She will kill you, and you are not safe. I'm just saying, if this is what it lead to, if we have a Carol boss fight and she casts Snowgrave, this will probably be one of the hugest elements of foreshadowing in existence. Because like right now we're like, ooh, Snowgrave, that's so cool. And on the other side, we are all waiting the moment where that power is getting turned against us. Because right now, what it did was just turning a blue bird into an ice cube. Then again, if we the other possibility, and that's also just as scary, I'd argue. Death is also in the family. What if the knight casts Snowgrave? Less likely to me. But if it happened, we are kind of cooked. But I imagine if Snowgrave wasn't attack someone using the boss fight, it would be like this column attack, but if you are not dodging it, you're dead. You're insta-killed. Because I'm pretty sure as far as we know right now, there is no attack in either Undertale or Deltarune which is an insta-kill, so that would be the first time. There is technically, I guess, the sense get dunked on attack, but it's not as much as it's an insta-kill as it is the fact that he just fucking trap you and you can't dodge and you're stuck, you know? No, here I speak about the fact that if you get hit by the attack, you're dead. You can dodge it, but if you don't, you're just gone. Removed, dead. Gonzo. Also, probably I'd say the return of the Blue Soul is awaiting us next chapter. Because like we add yellow, green, and well of course red. Like we need to eventually have blue back, you know. Which is why I think Papyrus will return. No. Let's be honest, we still don't know what's the deal with Papyrus. Where is Papyrus? Fair. Again, maybe there will be a parallel to that. There is already a lot of parallels between Asriel and the Roaring Knight. Like the star attack, you know, the infamous one. Or the absorption final attack thing. Or the light blue section. Yes, it was patience. Though, I will say, if we saw this one, I would not be surprised if the others were here. Especially considering we literally have all the flowers here, you know? We have the light blue one, we have the orange one, with the green one, with the yellow one, with the... We have all of them. I will say though, I'm surprised that a Dark World based in the flower shop of Asgore look like it's freaking anime. My guy has never seen an anime in his life. The inside of his Dark World look like freaking Japan. Oh god, if we have the return of the flowy light motif, that will be scary as shit. We'll just be like, uh-oh. Your best friend, your worst nightmare, your regular acquaintance. Oh my god, he's saying all the lines. But remember, Bulbous. Remember. Freedom is only for the big shots. Oh god, we're not escaping whatever the frick Tricky Toby set away. I can't wait for Asgore to go, by the way, Chris, do you want an egg? And he just give you egg. Also, actual question. I don't think it will be the case, but do you think Asgore will be, like, inspired by Shoguns? Like, I think it will be taking the form of a king, really. Like, in the same way Toya had the form of a queen in Dark World. But do you think... I want to believe maybe there is a chance he might be taking the form of a shogun. Huh. Interesting. I'm not making him hyper detailed because he's merely the reflection on the water cooler, you know? Sorry, I say he, my bad day. Asgore has been the forgotten man all along, and no, I think Asgore still will be a king. Yeah, there is a high chance. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the story's name, The Flower King. Like, you know, that's... Anyway, I can't wait for freaking Soroba to be here. No, I'm joking. I'm just saying though, between the cowboy motif that we had, like the freaking friend inside me jokes, and the Japanese theme thing, I'm just saying, Undertale Yellow called everything out. Also the Bluebird. We just need a vampire now. I guess Robot Niche is a god by Mettaton, and maybe Teda, like, I don't know, and Queen. We had a whole fucking internet chapter, guys. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's a ref I don't have, sadly. I'm sorry about this. Oh, the music that fits so much with the Mafia theme. Wow. Junior Street, guys. Right on cue. Don't you love it when the music approves of your life choices? Christopher is about to make you an offer you can't refuse, capiche? Jilly Chapter 3 was great just for the fact that all characters got to wear so many outfits. Don't you love it when, like, the creator of a video game make a chapter just to give a crap ton of new outfits for their character for no fucking reason? I don't know, but for you, that give me life. I feel moisturized. Chris is here to make a deal. That was awesome for the mood. That fit chapter 5. This one fit chapter 5, Your Honor, I'm saying. Wait. It just occurred to me. Considering the place seems to have like a traditional Japanese aesthetic, do you think we shall have like traditional Japanese type of music like that? Or like in Japanese influenced music? That would be sick. That would be awesome. Sorry, I just had this realization. Wow. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Guys, we might get fucking banger OST again. To be honest, that's always the thing in Canada have to wrap around. You know, whenever a new Deltarune chapters come out, you have to realize that, oh yeah, that means new OST. That means we'll have like several boss themes, area themes, like things like that. I'm so impatient. I'm so fucking impatient. To be honest, I think most people are impatient. Like, to be honest, like that Nintendo Direct where it was revealed, like, don't get me wrong, it was not bad. It was just mostly carried by Deltarune, I guess. where it's going. Fair enough. Silk Song is a great game. Yeah. I know. I don't want to think exactly what the musics will be because like a lot of people made like chapter 3 fan made tracks were cool, but like I don't know. Okay, I love the tracks we got, but like yeah, I see your point though. Personally, I managed to do the difference between what we thought we would have and what we have, and that both are all done very well individually for what they did, like I don't need to be like, oh, I'm disappointed, Same with Pokemon, usually with the Fakemon designs, like I can keep my expectation where they should be. I'm just hyped. I just want to be hyped. There is Deltarune in my juice. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My water bottle is right there and it's just water. Oh god. Other things I wonder, will there be progress on the Metaton and Tenna plotline? Also, yeah, another thing we have to expect by the end of that chapter. I don't know if the roaring will exactly happen at the end of this chapter, like Puck said earlier. But one thing that will definitely happen by the end of this chapter is the beginning of the festival. The festival is upon us. Like, that has been one of the events we've been waiting for. Well, I will say, yeah, the mayor definitely had a hand in this because I can't help but feel like the roaring and the festival will be on the same date. Something tell me the fact that the festival was pretty organized, at least partially, in the aim of getting people somewhere specifically. I don't know what's with Ram. Alright. I feel like there is two possibilities with Ram. Either he's perma-gone and the whole bit with him is that he's this character that no one care about and will not return no matter what. Because, fun fact, Ram doesn't appear in any merch at all. Which is weird because Toby loved making merch for the Darkness. Like, any of them, really. Any important character, even like very unimportant characters, tend to at least appear on the merch. For example, there is a chapter 3 poster with like the majority of the characters on it. Like there is pretty much everyone. There is Shada, there is freaking Zapper, there is Shadow Guy, there is Pippins, there is Rule Skull that take like more than half of the picture. But like there is no trace of Ramp. And I don't know if that means that the joke is that Ram is this character that no one care about to the point that even the merch forgot about him, or the fact that maybe he will fucking come back. Play intrigue music. There is intrigue in the air, guys. I don't know if Ram will like... I'll say though, if Ram return, I doubt it will be this chapter. My reasoning being, whoever, like, my guess was that Ram was pretty much hired by someone else to make you play the game with ERAM. They're the same game probably. My guess is that, genuinely, what's going on is that either, like, probably Friend, that's what I'm thinking, but, like, Friend is the one who got Ram to do the work. But, like, the fact is, Ram is, no, sorry, Ram, something happened to him. We don't know what. People think, one of the theories is that, Pixel Chris, Sword Hero, sorry, Hero's Sword, I'm pretty sure is his name, it's their name. Hero's Sword came out of the building and killed Ram on the way out. Like, you know, if he attacked Ram, then Ram would just outright disappear, you know? The problem is, like, first of all, we know Sword Hero passed by here, for the simple fact that the Rabbik in the back in the S room. Sorry, I say he a lot. Thank you for correcting me. The Rabbik in the S room says that, aside from the fact they say, of course, Ramp was, which left us ambiguous to what the fuck happened to Ramp even. But, like, other than that, they say, wait, Chris, didn't you pass by here already? Which mean that, you know, the freaking Sword Hero passed by here as well. We don't know. First of all, that means we have Sword Hero roaming in the wild right now. That fucker escaped. But then we also, like, that the problem is, if the Rabbik said that Ram was, but then after that say, wait, Chris, that means they're not associating the two events. If they had seen Hero Sword kill Ram, there would probably not be that chill around Chris, I'd say, if they thought they were in front of Chris. I don't know on what side Hero Sword is. So my other guess, really, is that Ram was taken by Friend. Because no matter what you think, Ram had links to Friends. Like, they literally had Friend-shaped projectiles, and also Ram as well, because the odd controller. Which I know, Issei is not the one who plays it here, but, like, who else? My guy Ram is very aware that you are playing his game. That's his whole shtick. But yeah, I don't know when Sword Hero will come back. That's the thing. So much things can come back later to bite us. That's what happened with the trash machine. Like, the trash machine was just this one-off joke in chapter 1. Also we fought, and then it helped us defeat the final boss of chapter 2, you know? The roaring is upon us, and none shall be spared. I don't know. Also, speaking of, are we going to have a freaking Newbird boss fight in the chapter 5? Because, like, we saw Newbird with Ball Guy and, like, fighting us, and he has a Super Saiyan hat, wig thing. So my theory is that it's actually just a Newbird boss fight, but his whole shtick is that he's so beloved by everyone that he's calling upon all of his friends to attack, because Newbird's just that cool. Anyway, Chris is done. The Chris reflection is done. Now all that is left is the water cooler itself, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure because I don't know if I want to add other things. Do I have pink watercolor to have the exact shade of pink? I saw some people say the watercolor boss fight was not funny. I think people lack a sense of whimsy. Can't wait for Razzie and Susie to do this. That would be goofy as shit. Sorry, Chris, we like you, but like, Newbert is that basteful. Newbert will be all powerful when we use the powers. That I swear, that will literally be the joke. Like, you will be fighting Newbert and Newbert say, I use the power of friendship! Like, you overwhelmed. Bubble Bibble. Bible. Newbert will be the one playing your best friend motif. Oh god. That's prophecy. Boobo. Oh boy. Oh god, someone has squished the rat emote, guys! Not the rat, the rodent, the fiend! Don't worry, I can guess what it is. You don't need to speak, Goy. I think I can guess. I can take an educated guess. Bibble. I'm not talking about the yellow water cooler. No one likes lemonade. That's a joke. There's an element in space. There we go. Watercolor is so hot. Is that what you're flirting for? A brown snow is chocolate flavored. I despise every single one of you. I despise every single one of you right now. What is this conversation? Speak about ice cream like everyone's civilized. We are the rodents. We have to seize the rodents at once. Also, yeah, the music reminded me. I don't know if I said it last stream, but happy Pride Month, everyone. By the way, like, again, I don't know if I said last stream because it was the figure stream, so I had a lot of on the table. But yeah, like, just want to take extra time, like, and say, happy Pride Month. Like, be who you are, you know. Do not let do not let dinosaurs tell you what you should be. Yeah. Like, love who your heart tell you to love. And be the little gay people in my computer you want to be. No, I didn't meant actual dinosaurs. I meant people who behave like they're freaking dinosaurs. That's what I meant, Bobbers. Like, I wasn't being literal. Like, people who are like, oh yeah, but you can't love people that are like, you know, or like, you can't pick you don't have to pick your gender. I mean, that's not a pick, that's just how it is. Just be the water cooler your heart desire. And also, my usual reminder that this Twitch channel and like anything related to TNTvale, hey, that's me, always supports, like, you know, LGBTQ, like, and goes against bigotry, because, like, you know, you shouldn't have to explain why you are the way you are. You shouldn't have to explain love, for example. No. Congratulations. You've been coconut mauled, by the way. On Pride Month! I have reached the peak of my career. I have coconut mauled people on Pride Month. I will probably never have experience with that because, you know, I'm a race. I literally, I just don't feel like it. There's one prideful coconut. This is the crystal coconut. Bubble. And now, to make Chris look like a reflection, I think this is good. I think this is the one. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break to go drink real quick. I'll be seeing you very soon. Take this time to also go drink and practice your Pride Month in front of the mirror. I guess. I don't know. I suck at transition, what the fuck? I am back. I am back. I return. I took the sip. They call me the sipper. Because sipping is what I do. Oh hey, and thematically appropriate music. Just vibing to the music at this point. Anyway, is my chat back from their Pride Month practicing? And their water cooling. Which might be both at the same time, I'll be completely honest. Possible. When you believe. You mistress of frick. Frick, no! I am a false friend. Fair. Anyway, back to water cooler, the also I will need to find stuff to place, like, around to not make the yacht too empty, you know? Yeah, I think I have an idea, but I need to think. Also, little Nanoons. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea, I know what to put. Sorry, Jess is not here today. Alright, I think the shade, the dark part here is done, so we can go lighter. Oh, speaking of, where's that? I'm reading this parking spot set this year. So again, like it was already a miracle that we got to get 2 weeks in a row to do a collab stream. Like, besides, it was for Frigbear only, you know. This doesn't mean it was the last collab stream ever. Just give me time. Here, I just wanted to do like a chill stream because, admittedly, organizing 2 streams in collab on a game that spooked the shit out of you, that take a lot of effort, you know. And also, like, don't forget, it's before and everything a Twitch channel dedicated to fan art, most. Like, that's my main thing. So yeah. Gaming is more so something added to branch out and try new things. It was worth it at the end, but like, yeah, don't forget, mostly fan art here. Mostly fan art, funny conversations, goober acts. Yeah, I will eventually have no choice but to delete some of the streams from the Twitch channel because I have only so much hour of recording I am allowed to keep on Twitch at a time. Specifically, 100 hours. Then I have to start deleting, because otherwise Twitch destroy me. Well, I can increase that if I become a better Twitch streamer by having more people watching my shit. I'm doing it at my own pace, guys, look, I think it's still obvious that at this point I'm still very much clumsy on most things. Like, I don't think there was one stream that I started without any caveat at this point. Like, the fact that the technical difficulties have become a meme here just show how much of a fucking doofus I am on Twitch. Also, shoot. Oh, I'll have to add a second FNAF stream later. Yeah, fair. Sorry, by the way, about the sound quality on the first 2 FNAF stream. The problem is, we had a lot of sound caveats. Again. So, yeah, the first stream is the better one on this term, I'd say, but, yeah. I'd argue there is at least always one technical caveat inside a TNTvale stream. This is the recipe. This is how you do it. How does he do it? He don't know. Still, I can't believe I finished that game despite the fact I don't know how to play Threadsweeper. Also, one thing I thought about, like, those are definitely supposed to be the drinks. Why aren't they captains? Why are they, like, fully stocked cups? What make the difference between becoming a captain or becoming just a cup? when the dock will open. You have to ponder. Fair, I guess. Well, in the case of the Cuphead universe, I just put it as it's cartoon, don't ask. I feel that's also a little beef I have. I feel like a lot of time devs are being asked to elaborate on stuff that doesn't really need elaboration. Like, I saw a lot of people try to rationalize Cuphead. And I'm just like, what do you want to rationalize? It's a cartoon. Like, it's stuff like, why do the bee turn into another plane? She used a magic book, damn it. Like, have fun. No, not everything need an elaboration. In fact, I'd say if everything was explained, that would suck, because that means then your imagination would not be able to ponder on it. Like, you know, you'd not be able to think, oh yeah, maybe, yeah, like your theory is cool. And I think it's better as a theory, as an hypothesis, Scully. Like, but if we had a clear answer, then that hypothesis would not be here. Screw you, I'm having fun whether I want it or not. You can't stop me. What you gonna do? I'm the one streaming, I'm the one who can hammer you. I have home field advantage. But if you had the answer to literally everything you could not have, there wouldn't be no space for imagination, it would suck. Also, I don't think the stream will be like too long still, because like the water cooler art is almost done. I'd say there's just like mostly lighting effects and a little thing I want to add, but like that's pretty much done. So before I reach the end, I want to hear more crackpot theories about what's going to happen in Deltarune. I want to hear everything. Release all the beliefs. Like you can see, the water cooler itself is done. Well, if your majesty we'll see the flower shop cork board. The cork board? God damn it. I don't know if this would happen in chapter 5, if it ever happened. I don't think we'll get the bunker in chapter 5. Anyway, how do you draw this? Time to be funny. Sudden cut. Those who knows knows. Gaster come back to actually spend time with 2 children, siblings, and no see, brag. Ah, yes, this. This probably is a tactic work about where the fuck is this. My man knows shit. He play ignorant, but he know things. There we go. I'm gonna add two of those also in the bag. Again, those who knows. Gabriel trigger Mystic Titan for a demon killed. Oh god. Machine? What the fuck is this? Point at the water cooler. Alright, for the final touch. Keep hearing that one, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's it. A pretty fast art today, but I think we end up on a good result. I know for you, chat, but I think this one works. We have it, the water cooler. Anyway, yeah, way to say I'm very impatient for the release of the next Deltarune chapter, so are probably a lot of you. Still, that was a pretty cool stream. It was a pretty chill stream, I'd say. Couple days revealed to be divorcing with each also implemented this dead during the synchronization. Damn. Don't break your cooler. I will cut you down, break you apart, split the core of your profane form across the stars. And that's how her got spoiler. Yeah, I'm sorry, by the way. I don't know how to do Gabriel voice. Jess is better at it than me. Anyway, that was a pleasure to entertain you. Again, reminder that you can see my arts on DeviantArt, now on Instagram as well. I'm posting as much as I can. There is also TikTok, on which I will eventually post the shorts, and of course there is YouTube where you can watch the VODs. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, whatever. Do everything to help me, because generally I like to entertain you guys. It's a cool way to do things, you know. In that browser is being wrong. God damn it! I was reading what Bob said in the chat. Anyway, that was a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for being there. I'll be seeing you probably like. Oh, let me. Oh no. Well, probably next week already. Like that's fun fact. But I'll see you probably before Deltarune chapter 5 come out, I'd say. It was a pleasure. It was TNTvale. Ciao.